Hello survivors, welcome back to another video. How are you today, guys? Let me know in the comments. Today, guys, we are going to talk about ghost rallies. I get this question asked all the time: where are they, etc., how to set them, how to defend ghost rallies. We are going to go into details, so I'm going to make this video. I'm going to try to make it short. But well, basically, you are gonna hear all the time, especially when people are doing the capital or fighting state versus state. Okay, put yourself in the ghost rally position, or put yourself in garrison position, or just say, I'm gonna call a ghost, or who is ghosting, etc. Ghost rallies are basically you rallying your own alliance, okay? Under normal circumstances, you cannot rally your own alliance because when you're occupying a building, the only option that you are gonna get is garrison the building. So send troops to reinforce. Now, ghost rallies is where you just, instead of having that option of garrison the alliance, you have the option to be able to rally your own people, so that, for example, if a rally is coming and taking the capital back, then you can, of course, have a rally on the way to take it back just right away after they take it. Does it make sense? So it's basically you being able to rally your own alliance, kind of like tricking the game, because under normal circumstances, you are not able to rally your own alliance because the only option that you have here is garrison. So there are just three ways of calling ghost rallies. The only way that you can have the rally option here when your alliance is just occupying the capital is one, you haven't occupied the capital yet, and then you click the capital and the option of rallying the capital is going to appear here, and then 1 second, 2 seconds, 1 minute later, your alliance occupies the capital, and then because you were in rally position before and nobody was occupying the capital, then you are going to be able to ghost rally, so to call a rally on your own people that the other alliance, for example, if they occupy the capital, they are not going to be able to see it, because kind of in the game it's like a, let's say, a glitch in the game, because under normal circumstances you are not going to be able to rally the alliance. So but if you trick the game trying to put yourself in rally position before you occupy the capital, then of course you're going to be able to call a rally. The other people are not going to be able to see that in the reports, and then let's suppose that you occupy the capital, they take the building back, and then of course they don't see your rally coming, they don't, let's say, get ready to defend or reinforce, and boom, you can take it back. So that's the first way of calling ghost rallies. The second way of calling ghost rallies is not necessarily like with the capital being like unoccupied, or it's just like, for example, you calling a rally to take the capital and just putting yourself in rally position before the capital is taken by your alliance. For example, let's say that you're fighting another alliance, they're occupying the capital, a bunch of people just click rally, 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 and then some of them call a rally and the other ones don't. So because you want to stay in that rally position, that's the other thing, you don't have to move anything. To be in a ghost rally position, you don't have to move everything. You have to just leave it there, because if you click here, for example, and the rally option disappear, then you are gonna mess up the position. You are not gonna be able to call a rally, because there, one more time, you are just like out of the glitch, because now you updated the game and the game knows that you are occupying the capital, or that, for example, there is already like a rally taking the capital, and of course you're not gonna be able to call a rally. So yeah, the way that you are only be able to ghost rally is just by staying here the whole time in that rally position. So let's say if I have an infected monster here, let's look for that. So the only way that you're gonna be able to for example, occupy the capital is like, if it was a capital, you stay here the whole time. If I was to do here, if I was to do this, for example, and try to come back, then it wouldn't let me to open a rally on the capital, because I already just got out of that rally position. So that's the second way of calling a ghost rally. And the third way, which is the way that most of the people like ignore, but is crucial if you really want to win the capital, because it allows you more flexibility when coasting rallies, is like leaving the alliance and coming back to the alliance. So if you like leave your alliance, of course, you are not gonna have like a friend or an enemy. You know, you are just a lonely like guy here on the game, and you can like just attack the building. The game is not gonna recognize like your alliance is holding the building, because you don't have an alliance. Now, if you send the invitation to the alliance, and right before like 1 second like after they accept you, you stay here. You have to be quick. That's the other thing. That's why most of the people don't like doing that. But you have to be quick, because right, like when they accept you, you are ready to press here, and then the option to rally that player is gonna appear. It's gonna turn green, and then you are gonna be able to ghost it. And this is just a great way, because sometimes the enemy, let's say they try to tease you, trying to just like calling, and we are gonna talk about this, how to avoid like being like ghosted. They call rallies, and then you call rallies, and they cancel the rallies, and then they call again, but you already lost the rally position here. So your rallies are gonna come super early, and they're gonna bounce back, and then they're gonna take the capital. So sometimes they do that. And of course, if you already lost the rally position here, you are just gonna mess those rallies. Those rallies are just gonna bounce back, and it doesn't make any sense. So instead of doing that, just letting the rallies waste, what you do is just, okay, they call a rally, you saw that they were opening a rally. And how do you see that if you cannot see here on the reports? Well, you see the people joining rallies, you already know where the rally leaders are. And of course, that's gonna give you an insight about the way that they are timing the rallies. But they already call a rally, okay, they cancel, they call again, no worries. Instead of letting those rallies go, what you do is just disband the rallies. And what you do is just leave the alliance, send an invitation, get yourself ready here to open, and then as soon as they accept you, it's gonna turn green, boom, you call a rally. It takes practice and experience to do that. The more you do it, the more you're gonna realize that it gets like easier to do it, but that's a great strategy. And most of the alliances, which are super great in state versus state, utilize these tactics. The alliances who are like struggling all the time with state versus state, they don't do this. They just go with the others that I commented before. They do it where at the start of the capital, where nobody's occupying the capital, they put themselves in ghost rally position. And the other one is like, of course, when the enemy is occupying the capital, then just ghost. Once the rally takes the capital, they have some rallies just like going after, because they were able just to maintain that ghost rally position. Now, those are the 3 ways to call ghost rallies. Now, there are just 2 ways that you can avoid, or maybe 3, or let's say 2, 3. I don't know. I'm gonna just think on the top of my head here how you can avoid like being ghost rallies. The first one is what I said before. So if you really wanted to occupy more the capital, and the strategy that the other alliance is not that good, and if you want to get like an advantage over the strategy of the other alliance, you just trick them. You just trick them by calling ghost rallies, and then, or calling rallies, sorry, and then just like disbanding. Because yeah, most of the people at this stage that are playing the capital, they know the rally leaders, they know the march time, and they realize that they are calling ghost rallies because they see the people joining. So of course they have the players already ready to ghost you, but you can also make them waste those rallies. Just calling a rally, for example, let's say that you are calling rallies, and then they have their people here in the opposite side ready to call rallies as well to ghost you. But they have just one chance to call the rallies, because otherwise they're gonna lose the ghost rally position. They're occupying already the capital, so they cannot open a rally on their own alliance, because one more time they're occupying it. So you call rallies, and then you just go here and see, and get them just like to open the rallies. And then you're gonna realize playing, joining rallies, and then when you see that they called, you just disband and rearrange again the alliance. Call the rallies that you were gonna call. All the rallies from this alliance, if they're not playing the 3rd strategy that I said of like leaving the alliance and coming back, and most of the alliances are not, then those rallies are gonna bounce back. You're gonna take the capital, and that's gonna buy you at least 5 minutes longer of occupation. And if you do that multiple times during capital, you are gonna be honky-dory, and you're gonna get an advantage, a higher chance of winning. So that's the first strategy on how to avoid like being ghosted. The other way to avoid being ghosted is wow, I lost it, I had it, guys. The other way to avoid being ghosted, what was that? The other way of being ghosted, oh yeah, the other way of being ghosted is joining my god, I have it on the tip of my tongue. Yeah, joining the ghost rallies late, because remember, you cannot see here on the reports whether they are like, for example, calling the ghost rallies or not. So you see when people are joining the rallies. Now, if you are all close, it only works, for example, if you are just like good organized here. If you are just fall apart for like very far from behind, then it's not gonna work. But if you have like people just very close under the 3 minutes march, let's say, to join the rallies, then you tell all the joiners to delay it when they are like joining rallies. Because if you call a rally, let's say, I don't know, 5 minutes here, and your rally is coming in 5 minutes and nobody joins till the 3 minutes mark, they are gonna just ghost you after 2 minutes. So you are actually just tricking them, because they are not gonna be able to time those ghost rallies well. They are gonna either like just like be out of timing, and of course it gives you more occupation time. So it is important that if you have like a very well organized people here to join the ghost rallies, of course they are not gonna be able to ghost you, because one more time, they are not going to be able to see that you are going to call it rallies. And the only strategy they're going to have is just to call rallies straight away. For example, when like, okay, you are like taking the capital, they know that they are waiting for you to open. So they are going to open, and they are just going to open automatically, just as they were open before, thinking that you are doing the same, but you are not doing the same anymore. So you are just like, okay, delaying the way your planes are joining, and they are thinking that you are calling late or that you are not calling, and then it throws them the strategy off, and then you gain more occupation time. I think that I didn't do a good job explaining that one, because sometimes I get confused about also this stuff, but I guess that if you have been playing for a while, you get the point. Now, the other strategy that people don't get, and I think it's one of the best strategy to reset, like for example, when you mess up with the ghost rallies, also they ghost you, it's like people just let the rallies bounce. You never, guys, you never let the rallies bounce, because every rally which is going to the capital and nobody's timing you, for example, and that rally is going to be able to get footing to the capital, that's a big advantage. Because if you pull the people out of the capital, let's say 10 seconds before the rally hits, you have two benefits. One, the rally leaders can like reset themselves to ghost rally position, so they can open ghost rallies on the other team again, and they can occupy the capital quicker, and so you buy more occupation time. But more importantly, sometimes the capital, or most of the time, the capital is not full. People are marching, so sometimes if you have like 100,000, 200,000 troops left, that's gonna make a difference whether another alliance takes the capital, or they call a rally, back time it, and they take it. So if you have a full rally coming in, instead of waiting for 3-4 minutes marches, you can just pull the people out, the full rally is gonna get in, and the capital is gonna full again. You reset everybody to ghost rally position, and then you buy time. So this is a mistake that I see alliances make, including our alliance. So they let a lot of rallies like wasted. Sometimes if you don't time a rally well, or the enemy like trick you, for example, into calling rallies and then like canceling the rallies, then your rallies are gonna bounce back. But if you let them bounce back, if you just, for example, let the rallies in and adjust yourself to be able to call a rally earlier, then you're gonna take the capital quicker, and then you're gonna buy more occupation time. What most people do is like they let the rally bounce, so they already like have the rally going. They take the capital, your marches are coming back, so you have to wait like 3-4 minutes, marches coming back, you rearrange the timing of the rallies, the rally have to march. Why would you do that? Let's say that you are 3 minutes apart, they call like 3 minutes here, and your rallies are bouncing here 2 minutes. So, okay, yeah, there is like a couple of minutes different here, but your rally is coming. So you have two options: wait for the rally to bounce, come back, and then they are marching, take the capital, and then you have to open again, and then just they occupy the capital for like 10 more minutes. Or you, when the rally is coming, pull the people out, call rallies again, occupy the capital, and then you reduce drastically the amount between when the rallies are hitting and when your rallies are hitting, because you were able to readjust the rallies. So letting rallies waste is a big no-no for me. I think that's a big mistake. Yeah, I think that I covered everything about like ghost rally now. I think I might be forgetting something, but well, those are the things that coming on the top of my head. I just like press record and started talking. I don't have anything planned, but if I missed out anything, guys, just let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoy. See you next time.